Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of my cryptocurrency update videos, and today of course I'll be doing XRP, and I'm starting off on the weekly, not because it was the weekly close yesterday, but because I have seen a few things on the weekly chart that I want to talk about today. So as we can see, we had our weekly close here. We are still above this yellow strong support level, which I have said we have to keep above, and as we can see on the weekly we have, and that's where I found this support because it's really strong. So that's good signs there. I might come back to retest it. That's not a problem at all. However, we have made a higher low here on the weekly as well, which is really key. That level on the chart comes to 75 cents, so definitely not the worst case scenario, but hopefully we can find support here, which I'll go into the lower time frames to get rid of that. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit now, because what I've seen is definitely pretty good signs. So I'm just going to draw a pattern here. Call it a symmetrical triangle pattern basically, and then drag that down, bring it up a little bit. You want as many touches on the resistance line as possible basically when you are drawing patterns and stuff, because that means it's strong resistance or strong support. Perfect. So this is a symmetrical triangle, so we could break out either way. However, we have been ranging within this triangle for a good amount of weeks, a good couple months, few months, however long it's been, but it's been a long time of what it feels like anyway. So to find targets, I'm going to use fibs. So for this one, we go from the top here. Oh, top. I need to redraw my lines a bit, but you can see the pattern basically. I need to zoom in as well just to make sure that's definitely accurate. You want to make sure your fibs are always as accurate as can be to get the most accurate targets. Bring this up a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. So as you can see right now, we are underneath. It's quite hard to see with all these lines, sorry guys, but we're just under the 382. So we've got quite a bit of resistance here, a bit of support. So if we can get above the 382, that means we're holding this support line here inside this triangle pattern. So if we can keep hold of this, that's another indicator that we are going to go up, along with holding the 0382 as well. So getting above the 382 would be great. And obviously you can see the 0618 is where we would be breaking out of this triangle to maybe come and retest it again. So that's another like mini target. That's at $1.18. So that's like a mini target if and when we break out of this triangle pattern. And hopefully that will then take us up to the 1, which is at the top of this pattern here. There we go. So at the top of the pattern, that's where your first little breakout target is as well, and as you can see, that's at the 1 fib level, so more confluence, so that's a key level there. And eventually that will hopefully take us up to $4.50, which would be amazing. That's a long-term bullish target, hopefully for this year, but that target there is only from this little pattern here. So I'm going to zoom out again actually. So I've just zoomed down, I've added the fibs I wanted to, so I went from this high here to this low down here, and this is how we got our fibs, and we're going to see our targets now, our bullish targets. So as we see here, we really need to hold and get above 90 cent. That's above the 0618, and these are high time frame fibs, so they're really key, really long-term fib. So as you can see, we need to get above the 0618 now. As we know, that confirms continuation. That also would hopefully bring us out of this symmetrical triangle. Like to see a retest here, and hopefully then we can work our way up the fibs. Next target is the 1 fib level at the highs here. That would take us to $3.32. So we need to get above the 1. Once we're above the 1, we have confirmed the 1618, which is at 26. Let me try and get an exact price. $26.39, which would be amazing. Like, imagine. And it's a target, so that means there's potential there. 1618 is a key fib level, so there's potential. Obviously, this is just in my opinion, and what I'm saying is definitely not guaranteed, but it's a target there, so it's a bit of hope. 26 cents, how amazing would that be? So that's what I'm seeing on the weekly. We've got this symmetrical triangle going on here in the shorter term. It's still a long-term triangle, but shorter term than all of this. So we need to wait for a breakout either way. I'm thinking we are going to be breaking to the upside because from the fibs I showed you before, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, if we did lose this support level down here that we have been holding, but if we did lose it, hit our head, then we'll be heading slightly further down, maybe to some previous lows here, maybe just back to this yellow weekly support here. So it's all like just watching the chart still, guys, but I'm just showing you what I see. So I'm going to move on to the daily time frame now. So yeah, on to the daily now, just a quick one here. So as you can see, we're in this descending falling wedge, should I say, bullish pattern inside of the symmetrical triangle, and we broke out of that, had a nice swing high, and when we're doing this retracement as I've been saying, and we've hit our support and found this on the weekly. So this line here, support line, is really key for us to hold now. Really important for us to hold support here and stay in this triangle. However, if we do come out of the triangle and break out, we could just do one of these wicks to the downside and then break back in, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not, don't fear basically if we do break out of this, but hopefully we won't, and we'll find support and we're just making a higher low, as I said in my previous videos. So I'm going to add the fibs on as we do. So I have been using fibs on here for the retracement just to see if we are over and see if it is finished, and if not, where it could go. So that's why I'm doing from bottom to top, to find these downwards targets for now. And we are just holding up on the 0618 now. So it's looking pretty good still. We've been holding that now for a couple days. We don't really want to lose it. It's kind of trying to. It did kind of go underneath the 0618. So we may come under. If we do and we fail to get back above as the 0618, we may head down here to previous lows at the 786. There's quite a lot of resistance and support here. And if you lose that, ultimately it's at the 1 fib level back down to this weekly support, which I said a minute ago that's not the worst case scenario, but it could be a possibility. I don't just want to be completely bullish or completely bearish, but it is looking good if we can hold above this, which we are right now. So let's hope we can stay that way. And finally, guys, just a quick one on the 4-hour time frame for XRP. Final one just for some short-term targets here. So we had a double bottom here, 1 bottom, 2 bottom, measured the neckline here, found the neckline, measured from top to bottom, and got this target over here. That takes us to 87 cent, which would be a fantastic. Is it just a tiny bit above maybe? Yeah, 88 cent. So we have had a bit of consolidation. We are still holding this line as support here, and we've come back, broken out and come back and held the breakout line a good few times. So we've got a good few levels of support here, this one and this one. So if we did lose it, maybe we'll just come back down to here because it's trying to break underneath right now. But hopefully we're lining up well with the moving average, 20 moving average. So if we can break back above holding that and this support level, that's 2 confirmations that hopefully we'll be having a push up, maybe to the 55 first, maybe retrace back down, and then finally up to this 88 cent. So I'm just going to add some fibs on here because I am pretty confident that we have a bottom now. And as we can see, our target here lines up great with the 5 fib level, so that's a really key level to get above, which could then hopefully push us up to the 0618. That confused me then. Up to the 0618 here, above the 0618, confirmed to the 1, which is at the top of this falling wedge here. That's the technical target there. And then after that, once we've broken above the 1, hopefully to the 1618, which breaks us out of the symmetrical triangle, could hit our head there, come back to here, but the 1618 lines up with $1.06. So that's your short-term target for the breakout of the triangle. Obviously we could hit our head on the 1414 and then kind of range, because we've still got a long way till the end of this triangle. Well, I'm on the 4 hours, so I won't be able to get there without scrolling so far, but we could stay in this triangle. But if we did hit the 1618, that would be a breakout of this, so it's looking good. Hopefully we can get to $1, but for now we're looking just to get above that 382 and the 5 fib for now, then pushing us above the 0618. So 87 cent is our target for the short-term pattern. But yeah, it's looking good for XRP overall. Remember, this is my complete opinion, so just take it as you wish. Like the video, comment your opinions, subscribe to my channel. I really want to get to 100 subscribers. I'm just so excited to get there, so if you could help me out with that. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.